everyone. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Amber.
And we're Witches Talking Tarot. If you guys
Look, if you don't get the joke, you have to go watch YouTube. That's it. That's all I'm telling you. If you don't get the joke, go watch YouTube.
And today we're discussing a franchise that I absolutely grew up with, that I aged with. It's very close to my heart. We are discussing Harry Potter.
Mr. Potter. Mr. Potter. I love how often they fucking say Mr. Potter.
I love,
like, motherfuckers, call him Harry.
Draco's like, Potter.
Oh wait, that was, I don't know what that, it was not English. It was not Draco.
He's like, bet you love that, didn't you, Potter? Now, before we get in, I want to give a disclaimer. Again, I grew up with this series. I read all the books multiple times. As a matter of fact, I'm debating on rereading them because, like, we've been doing this. And I'm kind of a Harry Potter nerd. So if I appear a little fucking nerd-like, please forgive me. Actually, don't even forgive me because I'm not sorry.
Yeah, and I'm the mother of a Harry Potter nerd. My oldest daughter read all the books, and she's a Gryffindor. I think she might be a Ravenclaw. I meant to ask her before the episode, and then I forgot. But anyway, like, so I've never read the books. I've seen all the movies, some of them at the drive-thru, which is a lot of fun, the drive-in. I like the drive-in. I love the old drive-in theater. But I am also, because of the witches and wizards, and I want more of the fucking teachers, but I love Harry Potter. One day I will get to the wizarding world.
I want to go so bad, which is why you guys need to sign up for our Patreon. Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
We were just discussing our Christmas presents for our patrons that have been with us all year. So just throwing out there, we're considerate.
Like, because I'm like, do you guys realize it is my fucking dream to go to Harry Potter World? They have interactive wands you guys can use. Interactive wands! Like, you have a fucking wand and then you can, like, turn on a light, or that's how you turn on the water fountain or some shit. That's so cool.
So I'm gonna have to say I guess I'm a dinosaur nerd, because that's how I feel about Jurassic Park. I have to go there. I have to.
Really? I do love Jurassic Park.
Oh my God. I have to go see the dinosaurs. Like, when we travel out west, every time there's like big giant dinosaurs on the side of the road, we take a road stop so I can take pictures of myself with these dinosaurs. Where my best friend used to live, all up and down Main Street, they had like these really pretty mosaic ones.
Nice.
I got pictures with all of them. For a while on Amber is the Color, one of the picture with the Stegosaurus was my profile picture for a little while.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to go to Hogsmeade.
Send us, and we'll do episodes from the wonderful world of Dr. Seuss, because goals.
Did you know, though, that you have to pay separate tickets?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, there's Harry Potter World, and then there's Diagon Alley. Diagon Alley.
That's how they get you.
Two different, you can't go to Harry Potter World without going to Diagon Alley. What the fuck?
Right. No, and again, that's how they get you. I mean, I grew up going to Disney World. Like, I am well familiar with, like, when you go to Disney World, you can buy tickets for the Magic Kingdom. You can buy tickets for Epcot Center. You can buy tickets for whatever the fuck else they have, or the water parks. Or you can get the Park Hopper Pass, which is more expensive, but it allows you to go to each of the parks. My dad always got the Park Hopper Pass because fucking Epcot Center with fucking, oh my God, the Imagination guy. I forgot his name. Is it Stegman or Steg something? I don't know, but he was really cute, and my brother really liked him. And he, like, okay, when I was a kid, you couldn't touch a screen and draw on it yet, okay, guys? Except at Disney World and Epcot Center. So, like, all the stuff you guys grew up with, I only got to see at Epcot Center. And it was fucking badass. It was awesome. It was amazing. And now it's like just taken for granted. And I'm like, when I was 7, that was magic. Literally. Speaking of magic, Harry Potter World.
I do want to go.
Help us get there. Like, seriously.
I want to go there. I want to go to the fucking, like, joke shop. I want to go to the fucking Honeydew sweets because they got that like fucking no melted ice cream. They got like
somehow I got a bunch of cosplay on my Facebook, and because I've been reading Harry Potter, my phone's all like, here's all these Wizard Fests in New England shit, and I'm just like, I want to go because it looks cool. I want to dress up like that and go play.
I want to do the Hedwig's theme, but are we gonna get like copyrighted if I'm like dun 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 dun? I want to keep going.
I don't know how it works.
Dun dun.
I definitely can't lie and say I know Hedwig's theme.
It's the opening. It's the one that goes dun 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 dun.
I mean, I'd recognize it if I like heard it, but I can't.
Dun, 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 dun. No, I'm sorry. I had to finish.
I was gonna say, like, I can't regurgitate it. I do not have enough of a memory.
Okay, you know what? I want to say spoilers ahead, but like it's been 20
old.
years.
Yeah, like they're all grown up now, so like. Not like in the end of the movie where they're all like hair blown out to look like they're in the 80s. And Ginny Weasley's hair looks so bad.
Hermione's hair looked good though. I think I wear my hair like that sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. But Ginny's like, they did the 80s thing where they like blew it out to give her like age.
Yeah.
It looked bad.
When Hagrid died.
I know.
That was it.
She was protecting Harry.
And Harry was like, Hagrid, no. Okay, so I guess let's take close your eyes, if you will, and journey back in time with me to Private Drive. It's dark, but it's made even darker because a wizard takes out his putter-outer. That's what it was called in the first one. I don't remember the technical term. And there's a baby with a scar. Dude, fuck Aunt Petunia. Like, seriously?
Like, seriously. I was so mad when she's all pissed about having to leave her house. And he's like, they'll torture you. And she's like, you didn't just lose a mother that day. I lost a sister. I know what the risks are. Or whatever the fuck she said, and then leaves. And it's like, fuck you. You talk shit on that woman all the time. You speak ill of the dead. But then when it's convenient for you, you can be like, that was my sister. No, fuck you and your fucking piece of shit piggy husband and son. God damn.
So, where did you watch these movies? Paramount? Peacock, okay. The scene that you're referencing is actually a deleted scene. It's actually not in the movie. It's a deleted scene, so you must have watched a bonus feature.
I mean, it was just like, it was just like the movie.
I know. Like, that's why I'm like, we did that when we watched the first one on HBO. It also had deleted scenes. Like, sometimes they do show the deleted scenes, and like sometimes they don't. Like, so I don't know if you saw the deleted scenes in the first one or not, but like, you wouldn't know because they just played it. But like,
yeah, I was gonna say, like, I would not know because whereas I've seen the first movie, like, guys, this is our Christmas movie magic episode because I personally associate Harry Potter with Christmas.
A lot of people do.
The first time I ever saw it, it was on HBO. The second one, I guess, was coming out. And I think we saw the first one on HBO and then went and saw the second one in theaters that holiday. Mm-hmm. But, like, my sister read the Harry Potter movies, or Harry Potter books, and so she was, like, psyched for the movies because she was in college when they came out. So, she had put the first one on, and we were wrapping Christmas presents in my parents' living room. And, like, Harry Potter comes on, and it's all, like, snowy and magical, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
It totally is.
This was 2002.
Right, because the second one came out in 2000. Yeah. Oh. Guys, it is magical. That first movie, like, just seeing Hogwarts for the first time.
Oh, my God. It is, like... I love the candles that are just like gently.
Oh, like, I know, but then they also have like the train going through the Scotland area.
And the paintings talk to you because they're ghosts.
Oh my God, the fat lady.
Which is like, actually, okay, we're gonna talk our first piece of magic because I didn't think about this until just now, but one of my worst fears because of the movie Witches with Roald Dahl, which we should totally do as one of these. But
you had talked about that.
Yeah, the painting, right? The girl gets stuck in the painting by the witch. That's what the boy's grandmother tells him in Roald Dahl. Shit scared the fuck out of me. And, like, here's all these Harry Potter paintings, and it's ghosts stuck in the painting. Like, they can leave, but essentially, like, they're stuck on the mortal plane in the painting. It's kind of terrifying for me because I do believe in it. I don't know if it's just because it's an ingrained childhood fear that my soul could be trapped in a thing like a Horcrux. Okay.
You know what, though? The thing is, I don't know if they're considered ghosts or what, because Dumbledore's painting in the headmaster's thing could talk too.
Well, but a lot of them are ghosts. Like, a lot of the ones that the ones that I remember the most are they're like specifically like they tell their life.
Right,
like, they tell about their life.
Right,
you know, whatever.
right.
So like you know that they were
alive.
Oh my God, is Hogwarts like American Horror Story like a thing? Because like there's a bunch of ghosts there.
Well,
like, because in
think it's
Ravenclaw,
like,
the lady's daughter's ghost is there.
I think it's like not a Horcrux because it's not evil, but it's like
Right,
a part of
like
the
a portal.
Yeah.
Oh,
or it's like a part of your soul or a part of you. You know what I mean? Because
so would you think it's like residual energy because like it was so important to you versus like the entire spirit is trapped there? It's just like
because like
even the ones that like can interact back and forth.
Well, there are pictures of, for example, Ron and the Weasleys, and they're moving and talking, but they're still alive.
Right. Well, and I'm specifically like me personally. I'm specifically thinking of the ghosty ones. But I guess with the ones that move, I wonder like was the inspiration of that from like tribes that don't want their picture taken because they think that it takes a part of your soul.
I don't know. I wonder. I really wonder. Like
we decided this episode was just gonna be like us bouncing off each other.
It would make sense because some people think that taking pictures have a piece of your soul as well. Like
and I get that.
So maybe it is like a little
piece.
Yeah, exactly.
But the ghost ones scare me. The picture ones are cool. But the ghost ones are
I like the fat lady. She's fun.
No, I like her. Yeah, no, I like them. They just
here in the castle.
They scare me on a visceral level of your spirit could get trapped in a thing. I mean, I'm just saying, like, your spirit could get trapped in a thing. Like, that scares me.
That is scary.
The ghosts themselves in the movie are not scary to me. It's the idea behind.
Oh my God! Along with the magic, nearly headless Nick.
Oh, I know.
Forgot about him. Oh my God! Like Hogwarts is so magical. If I keep closing my eyes, it's because I'm just imagining it.
It's a labyrinth.
The fucking, I know, I love that. I love that. And
when you never think of it, you never think of it.
Like, the stairwells move. There's ghosts. They have delicious feasts every night. There's floating candles. You take classes like potions.
I know.
And herbology.
Yes.
And it's just,
and you get to pluck mandrakes out of the ground and they scream, which means Harry Potter brought in actual lore because, like, people used to believe that when you pulled a mandrake from the ground, it would emit a scream because it was sacred and it belonged in the earth, right? So actually, that's where one of the places that offerings comes from.
And they look like little bodies,
replacing where the mandrake was with something of their own, like their hair, or a woman might, on her cycle, might put something in that hole to satisfy the earth to give back. Because, like, the scream of the mandrake could, like, kill you or something in the lore and in Harry Potter. It can knock you out, you know? So I love, like, when they brought that around in the first one, I was like, oh my God, that's actual mandrake
knock
lore.
You out. It wakes you up. Neville's just a pussy. He just fainted because he was afraid. Like dead ass. Like Neville just was like, oh, this is scary. But the
Neville is the OG. I love him.
But the mandrakes came into play when people were petrified by the snake, which again is European lore, which makes sense because J.K. Rowling's European.
Yeah.
But how they woke them up from being petrified was the screaming brew of a mandrake because it was so fucking loud. And it was really funny because there's like a little segment where he's like, are the mandrakes almost done? And he's like, yeah, they're going through their shitty teenage
I love that so much because it's like baby Drake, woman Drake, man Drake. I'm sorry, guys.
It was. So
I think I'm funny.
Like once their acne has cleared up.
Yes.
So it took all year for them to grow. But Seamus. I also love Seamus. I can't lie. He's the one that fucking blows shit up all the time. Like,
I know! And then in the end, like...
he blows the shit up.
He's like, I have some luck with pyrotechnics, and McGonagall's like, do it.
I know. I love that,
her.
like, go around, if I'm being honest with
That
you.
cool little thing.
That, because, like, from the first one, he's like, Wingardium Leviosa, and, like, lighting shit on fire.
I love that. I do. I won't lie, like, because I remember the darkness from the movies a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I'd see a character and I'd keep being like, oh, they're gonna die. I remember them because they're gonna die. And it's like, that's not what happened. It's just like, I kept expecting that with characters I wasn't as familiar with. You know what? Also, I am Hermione. I fucking hate that. She's like talking about like, Harry, I'm just so logical, so I don't bother with the extraneous stuff, and it doesn't keep me from understanding. That is my problem in life. And I was like, Hermione, how dare you attack me like that? And now I understand why every fucking thing for Virgo has Hermione. It hurts my feelings.
I mean, it makes sense. I'm gonna look up what she is, if you don't mind.
That's fine, but she annoys me, and I go, is it because of the things about myself I don't like? And I think that's what it is. Damn you,
Hermione is a Virgo.
But it makes sense. Like, damn, I don't like her, but she my girl, apparently. We both got the curly hair.
But I do love, like, how the characters come to their peak at the very end. You know, Seamus is constantly blowing shit up. He tries to turn water to rum, and that shit gets blown up. You know, like, and then in the end, he blows some shit up to fight the Death Eaters. I love that. I love Neville's character arc, which is he's like kind of like the coward,
Neville
the pussy.
is like I was complaining that he's like always the guy in the background who comes through in the end, and like I'm watching it with my husband at the time that I say that, and he's all like, but isn't that like the point of Neville's character? And I was like, motherfucker, it is. It's the entire point. He's in the background the whole time. You're not paying attention to him.
And he's
the OG. He's the hero. He's gonna win it all because fuck Harry Potter. Mr. Potter. Fuck you, Mr. Potter.
Wow.
Fuck you.
That's so intense. Like
when Snape is talking about like he's arrogant and he's petulant and da-da-da. Snape is 1,000,000% right, and he's the only one that like really loves
I'm gonna be real with you.
He is the only adult human or wizard or witch in this boy's life who actually fucking cares about him. And he's all like, he sucks as a human being. He's not wrong. But Neville is the light.
Rewatching it, I used to have a huge crush on Ron, but rewatching it once I got to the last one, I was like, damn, Harry kind of got cute. I mean, he kind of cute. I can say that because I grew up with him, and also...
he's not my type.
But he's got the eye thing now that I think about it. He does. He was kind of cute, though, and I really wanted him and Hermione to hook up when they were dancing in the tent.
I did too.
I didn't want them to end up together.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't like them together. But yeah.
It was like a comfort thing in a time of war when they couldn't be with who they loved.
And I get that, but it also, for me, it was like tensions are so high.
Right.
When tensions are so high, what is the best way to break? I mean, it is like, pay attention. Go look back through your life, guys. Tensions are high. Sex actually like totally fixes.
Well, and also it's like a passion thing for me. It's like, hey, we could die any minute.
Exactly. Yes.
And it's like I don't want to die. Oh, my fanfiction heart. I'm sorry. She's like, we could die any minute. I don't want to die a virgin. Oh my God! Absolutely. I don't mean that in like a Potterotica sort of way. I mean that
as a human. A human dealing with war, like love and war.
I would have
that an actual
that.
Book? No, it's War and Peace.
I would have loved that if that happened. Absolutely. Like, and the fact is, to make it more Martin-y, Ron's biggest fear is the two of them hooking up. So if he left and they hooked up because she was so sad because he left.
It would prove his worst fears true.
Right.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Wow. Yeah, I thought that was so fucked up when he's supposed to kill the Horcrux and like...
It revealed his secret. I'm like, how embarrassing.
Also, like, face-wise, Ron has a better face than Harry Potter. So, like, Hermione's winning with the Ron hookup versus the
Oh,
the
you
Harry.
think so?
Yeah.
I think so. And
mean-
I had read that Emma Watson said it was so fucking awkward because she had to kiss both of them, and they grew up together, and they
Right.
were
They
best
were buddies,
friends.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And she didn't just have to kiss one of them; she had to kiss both of them.
More than once?
I think she kissed.
I feel like she kissed Ron more than once. Like, there was that really great kiss in the war.
Oh yeah.
Where, basically, because they almost died from the snake.
Yeah.
And then, was it when they almost died?
Yeah, they
from the
almost
snake?
died from the snake in the
Yeah.
water, and they just
Okay.
grabbed each other and kissed each
yeah.
other.
Okay.
So much better than Ginny and Harry's final battle kiss. That shit was just mwah, done.
Dude,
no, there was passion with Ron and
I want to
Hermione.
say I ship Harry and Luna, but I prefer Neville and Luna, especially since Neville wants Luna, and B, Harry sucks and Neville's the bomb. I fucking love Neville, guys. Neville is underrated, and I get that that's the point, but if you don't get that that's the point, you should. He's one of two stars, Harry and Neville. It could have been either one, and it was fucking Neville. Sorry. Just saying.
Thinking back to the earlier movies, the second one, because we've kind of discussed the first and the second, so just to keep that theme up, can we talk about that motherfucker who knocked himself stupid as fuck by the end of the fucking movie?
Okay, the second one is where Ginny and the Basilisk, right?
Yes,
Okay,
it's
so
the
it's Tom
fucking-
Riddle's journal.
Yes.
So, Tom Riddle's journal. What do you think? Is that possible? Writing messages back and forth?
Yeah, I think
absolutely.
so.
Yeah,
think
I
so.
absolutely do. I mean,
Well, what the fuck
even
would
if
you
you
call
break
the
it down,
what do you call
automatic
it?
writing,
Yes,
exactly.
Automatic
Yes.
writing. Oh, I'm
Yes.
sorry, guys. I'm just checking up on my kids. I did not even think about it.
But I don't remember the guy that knocks himself out. Where does he knock himself
He's
out?
the stupid ass defense against the dark arts teacher. And
Oh,
he's
the teacher himself. Okay, let's talk about defense against the dark arts teachers.
It's fucking
when they
cursed.
all go wrong. Wouldn't you just stop? You know what? Dumbledore, teach the class your fucking self. No, because Dumbledore's a piece of shit, and he's trying to lure Death Eaters into school to identify them. Come on.
You think so?
I do.
Okay,
He's a
so,
fucking piece of shit, guys.
The first one was Quirrell.
Every Harry Potter fan out there right now is like, wow, Amber, we hate you. But Dumbledore is a piece of shit, and Snape is a fucking prince from the light. I'm sorry, but he is.
No, I agree. I agree
He
wholeheartedly.
raised his bully's child in a way, he magically watched over his bully's child, who the bully got to be with the love of his life, and that's the kid, and he's keeping that kid alive.
Snape's romantic.
He's got a soft heart.
We've
He's
got
so
Quirrell.
good.
Quirrell, he was possessed by Lord Voldemort in the first one. The second one we have, I can't remember his fucking name. He's got blonde hair. He's like, I won the Smiling Award or some shit. He's like, Magical Me. I wrote my book, Magical Me.
Oh, that guy! I fucking hate that
I
guy.
hate that guy. I can't remember his name.
I don't know his name.
And then we have Lupin.
Yeah.
Professor Lupin. Which he
was
quit.
cursed. He wasn't a bad guy, but it was still cursed. He was a werewolf.
He was a werewolf, but he quit. He didn't get fired or anything
Well,
like
he
that.
quit so that he wouldn't get fired. Or put Dumbledore in that situation. Mad-Eye. Wasn't Mad-Eye?
Mad-Eye. You are so right, Mad-Eye.
Okay. Mad-Eye. But it wasn't really Mad-Eye because it was a Death Eater posing as Mad-Eye.
Right, exactly.
Wasn't it the Ministry of Defense's son?
Yes. But then he died in the last one, remember?
Mad-Eye, yes, I know. But I mean, when it was the teacher, it wasn't technically Mad-Eye.
It was
the guy
fucking
pretending
David
to be
Tennant.
him. Yeah.
Dude, when that motherfucker was like, Barty Crouch Jr., I was like,
oh my God.
Crazy.
But also, what's with the fucking parcel tongues that are all like, you're giving yourself away, you dumb motherfucker.
I don't know why he was doing that with his fucking tongue.
I saw 3 different ones that do the parcel tongue do it though at different times in the series.
Oh yeah.
I was paying attention because I was like why do the parcel tongue people do that?
Like the Death Eaters?
Yeah.
They're Death Eaters, so Dumbledore's like a snake or something.
I am not trying to creep you guys out, but it fucks with it bothered me. I did not like when they
So I don't think they can't speak parcel tongue because Only Voldemort and Harry can so far.
Nobody else can?
No, it's a dead language like Latin, but worse. Like, only 2 people can. They are just Death Eaters that work for Voldemort, who is snake-like. You know what I mean?
So none of the other Death Eaters are Parseltongues? Because I know Ron, technically he's not a Parseltongue, he picks it up.
Yeah, let me see. Let me Google, but I'm pretty sure.
I don't know, like, I don't know, I thought I saw the guy. Now, maybe I was just misunderstanding, and they were showing him while Voldemort was talking, and I thought it was supposed to be him talking, so it might have been, like, a me thing. I don't know.
Oh, listen to this. So we all know Salazar Slytherin was a Parseltongue. That's how he created the Chamber of Secrets. Voldemort, of course, there's a couple other people... Carnivorous Gaunt or something. I don't know. There's a couple other people, but they were a long time ago. But listen to this. J.K. Rowling revealed Albus Dumbledore had mastered Parseltongue too, though he did not speak it out loud.
I feel like that was included in one of the movies, so maybe it was, maybe Peacock does have, like, the ones with extras in it or something, and it just doesn't say, like, with bonus content.
Okay, so Salazar Slytherin and his descendants were fluent in Parseltongue, so that must be
I guess
who
that's
these
why
people
I
are.
assumed there were more Parseltongue speakers out there.
Right.
And because of the snake connection, I guess I just assumed they were also
I feel you. I don't know,
but whatever.
But like,
either way, the tongue thing bothers me.
They do weird tongue thing. You know who else does that? Peter Pettigrew.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, there were a couple of the different Death Eaters, and so I assumed those were the Parseltongues. That's what I thought.
Oh, no, that's okay. Like, so the 5th one... That would be the worst one of them all.
Oh, the 5th one is
Umbridge. Fuck that.
Okay,
bitch.
so yeah, because the 4th one is the one that Mad-Eye, because that it's okay. We're talking about the. Sorry, I forgot that we were just listing the teachers.
Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. Yes.
My bad. I forgot that's what we were doing.
So the 5th one would be Umbridge, and she's
fuck her making Harry right. I will not tell lies.
Not just Harry, but like a little fucking
little kid. Oh my god, I like.
She fired Professor fucking Trelawney.
I know, like Sybil.
Like, Hogwarts is my
home. I know, like. That hit me in the heart. I almost messaged you.
When she was at
Hogwarts. I was watching it at like 2 in the morning. I know, but it was so late I didn't want to wake anybody. But I was like, Hogwarts is my home.
It really is.
But, like, okay, let's get through the rest of the Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers before I take us. Okay, so I'm going to take us off course and say, why do we not get more of the teachers? They are fucking amazing. I get that it's a children's book. I do, guys. I get that J.K. Rowling wrote it for, like, preteens and shit, adolescents, whatever, young adults. The teachers are so much better than those punk-ass kids. I want more of Snape. I want more of Sybil. I want more McGonagall.
Oh my god.
Always want more McGonagall.
That's where the,
more Snape.
Fan fiction. That's where the fan fiction comes in. Like, for reals. You know, Harry Potter has the most written fan fiction in any other fucking thing in the world, which I totally believe.
I would say because your generation is where fan fiction really blew up.
Yeah.
You guys grew up with Harry Potter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So there's different fan fictions that you can read. Like, I've read so many.
Sorry, guys, my allergies are ridiculous.
I've read some pretty fucked up, weird Harry Potter fan fiction, but I've read like some different Snape fan fictions.
Yeah. Check out our 2-part episodes with J&T Unsolved. We talk about fan
we
fiction.
do talk about fan fiction,
from season
don't
1
we?
during maternity leave.
Yes, that was so much fun. But anyway, like, there's so much fan fiction you can find about it. I want a fan fiction where Snape gets like a little like drunk at the fucking Yule Ball and let me finish, like, this is about to get good, and fucking Sybil also gets fucking drunk at the fucking Yule Ball.
I love that. I'm gonna interrupt you just to give everybody my joke that I thought you were gonna say. Is he gets a little drunk and he looks in Harry's eyes and he's like, Lily.
Don't, there's fan fiction like that.
God!
There is.
No, stop. Go back to the Sybil.
No, there really is. There's a whole snary section of fan fiction. Yeah, it's called Snary.
It was a joke. I never read it. She was gonna say.
I never read it. I'm also not into Drarry, which is Draco and Harry. I don't like those pairings, but I do think
I like Hermione and Draco.
I do too. Actually,
really?
I
thought it
read
was
that.
weird.
No, I read that J.K. Rowling considered putting them. She really debated on who she was going to put Hermione with, because ultimately Ron won out. She debated on Harry, but she really debated on Draco as well. And I think that would have been great.
I think that would have been a great arc for like watching her help pull him
and
to
she's
the good
quote side.
unquote
Mudblood.
Oh my god, it
Yes.
came out so bad when Bellatrix wrote that on her
And
arm.
she has that forever now.
But also, wait, she has that forever, but they're fucking wizards and witches. Is there not a thing?
No,
I've
I
seen
don't
like
think so.
Look, Ron's arm almost got ripped off when they like did the whirly thing to go from one place to another to escape Voldemort that one time. Not Voldemort, to escape the guy from the Ministry of Defense when they went up the thingy after they were pretending to be the Death Eaters.
Oh,
they
yeah.
took the juice, right? Okay. So you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, the flu powder.
And they like
I saw this fan art.
like somebody almost grabbed him, and oh my god,
I
that's
kind of
so
love
cute.
it. Like, is that fucked up? Okay, I wish I could show you. I don't know who the actor is, but I kind of love it because it's like they're holding hands and
I know. But it's like if they have a
Symbolism.
thing that you can spray or you can like sprinkle over where his arm is missing, like the whole thing is separated here, you know?
Maybe they didn't get to it in time. I don't know, but I hear
But
you.
yeah, like why couldn't they sprinkle it on the mudblood?
I don't think
Also-
Hermione would want to, though. Now that I
That
think
would be
about
like a
it,
badge of honor. Like,
right? Exactly.
you guys think I'm soft and weak? Yeah, I would do that.
Okay,
God damn it!
so I don't-
I am not Hermione.
Oh, but I wonder if that's like a thing because that was
I'm like,
fucked up.
yeah, it was fucked up. But I'm also like, y'all be doing all sorts of magic. Why didn't you fix the slur that somebody
Right,
carved
right.
into her flesh?
God, that sucked. That was so and they had filmed that scene. They had filmed so much more of that scene that they cut because Emma Watson's torture was too intense for the
The kids.
audience.
Yeah, I get
But
that.
like,
Her screams, like,
Oh.
props, girl.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Dude, I thought Ron was gonna fly apart at the seams at her screams.
So that scene has led to many a lesbian fan fiction, actually. Believe it or not.
I believe it, but
Because it's so many, like, so much fan fiction. Any fan fiction you think about Harry Potter has probably.
yeah, I'm just. Yeah, anyway. I want to voice my. Because it's like, yeah, she's straddling her, and yeah, they're both hot, but she's literally carving into
Oh, I know.
Guys,
lots of
that's
scenes.
far.
Lots of scenes. Lots of Harry Potter fan fictions.
Please don't misunderstand. If it was consensual, totally different story. If it was like,
Oh,
I'm branding you to join the gang, and, that's one thing. That wasn't consensual. That was not.
I don't mean. Or was it? You'll know. Read this fan fiction to find out, because maybe it was. Who knows?
Well, I mean, the person who wrote it, I guess, kind of knows that it was not a gang thing.
Right.
I guess, you're meaning they change it.
They do. Yeah, like with fan
Okay,
fiction.
gotcha.
Like,
I mean, I guess that's less grody.
I don't hate Hermione.
She annoys me, and like I have identified, she annoys me because it's certain things about me that I know are annoying.
When she first met Ron, though, can we talk about that? When she was like, "You've got dirt on your nose," and Ron's like a little asshole rubbing it like a little fucking.
He's like, who are you to tell me
One of
this
my
shit?
favorite memories, though.
He should have been doing it like this.
That would have been funny as fuck, dude.
It was probably still
Kids.
PG back then.
But, like, seriously, one of my favorite memories of Harry Potter is leaving the movie theaters from seeing the first film and telling my mother, I think Ron likes Hermione. And I did say that. And then they got married.
Well, I won't lie. As I'm watching the movies, I was like, foreshadowing. Like, when Ginny's all like, oh, Harry's here. And, like,
Oh my god,
movie or
yeah.
whatever.
She's like,
Yeah, and it's just like, nobody took that hint. Like,
but I
nobody
did
else.
love, like, Ron, just the little things with Ron and Hermione. When Hermione's pissed that he's decided to, like, go with someone else, she's like, was I under the impression that we would be going together to this fucking thing? Yes, but fuck him. You know what I mean? It's like obvious.
Yeah, I know. It killed me, but it also killed me. Like, bitch, just tell him then. Like, don't assume he knows. Like, assume he thinks you're out of his league because that's what he thinks.
Right.
Like, you're pretty, you're smart.
Okay, but
he's
fuck
a Weasley.
Lavender. Fuck Lavender.
Fuck Lavender.
That
I
bitch
do not
was like
her.
1-1. So fucking ridiculous.
Oh my god, she was annoying. I was with Hermione. Although that scene, like, teenage me felt that when she's like, what does it feel like when you see her with him?
My God.
And Harry's like that. And when she's like crying.
That's why, like, I feel like
God.
Harry and Hermione have something special, absolutely.
Sad.
But I don't want them to end up together. I want there to be, like, a little, like, is this for us? And then, no, this isn't for us. Because in that scene, too, they're both crying over Weasleys.
Mm-hmm. They are.
You know what I mean?
That's funny. At some point, maybe in the past I did, but during this rendition of it was never in my head, like, they're both with Weasleys. That's funny.
Right.
Aww. They got to marry into, like, the best magical family.
I love the Weasleys.
Oh my god. Yeah, like, oh my god.
Red hair and a hand-me-down fucking robe.
Oh, please. Give it to me, baby.
Right?
Pretty fly for a white
Oh my
wizard.
god. Okay, also, in the fucking...
You did not.
I did.
So did you? Okay. I was like, oh shit, you don't know that song.
But in the part 1 of the Deathly Hallows, when the Muggle studies teacher...
Oh my god!
And
she's a Snape. We're friends. And Snape's just like, I can't.
Can you
expose
imagine
myself
being
for you.
him?
I know. That's what I was thinking. Because, like, this time around, I know he's good. So it's like, he's not looking at her to be a dick. He's not looking at her because he can't.
Right.
He doesn't want that emotion to show. Right.
Exactly.
But he's got to keep up a front in front of everybody that would kill him if they knew.
He's such an in-depth character. He really is.
He is, which is why I heart Snape and fuck Dumbledore. Also, I told Maddie, and I'm going to tell y'all, Severus Sirius Potter or Sirius Severus Potter is much better than Albus Severus Potter.
I hate it when
fuck
they recycle
Albus.
names, if I'm being honest with you. It's the same thing in House of Dragon. There's like 4 Viserys.
Well, I mean,
I'm just kidding. There's only 3.
I just mean, like, if you're going to name somebody, like, you're going to name your kid after somebody, right? Severus Snape makes sense. Like, that guy really cared about you, and you know it because you looked in the magic mirror. Oh my god, Dumbledore's water mirror. It's not a mirror. It's like the bowl that you see the memories in. I don't know the name of it, but, you know, you see how much Snape cared about you versus how Dumbledore used you and allowed your parents to die, and you still name your kid after him? Like, Sirius Black. Like, you loved Sirius the moment you knew he wasn't a bad person. Like,
when Sirius died and Harry was screaming.
I just don't get it. Oh my god.
That was such an intense scene.
Also, but, like, here's my thing about Harry, which again leads back to his arrogance and shit, but he was so all about Sirius, like, as soon as he wasn't trying to kill him. You know what I mean? He's like, I'll live with you. Like, whoa, slow your roll, Potter.
Right.
Like, I get that your home life sucks, but, like, you don't even know this guy.
Right.
You're just trusting, like...
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool and all, but... I don't know, your parents trusted somebody and
They
died.
So... Damn.
But, speaking of Dumbledore's thingy, do you think that memories can be... Okay.
Yes, memories can be
Minus the
manipulated.
digital... Well, I was going to say
Oh, I thought you were going to say manipulated. I don't know what the fuck
I believe they also can be manipulated. I was going to say captured outside of, like, obviously we could videotape something and capture a memory, but
what do you think?
Do you think you can capture? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I wish, because there are so many things that I think in my head, I'm going to remember this, and then I don't.
Well, like, and for me, it's just like the way that they're like, pull it out of the head. Oh, it fucking creeps me out.
I think it would itch, like a little itch. You know what I mean?
Just the way that they're like, oh, let's just pull this out of your brain. Ooh, it bothers me. Like, it does. It bothers me. Like, I don't believe it's possible. I do believe manipulating memories is possible. But I don't know.
So, Dementors. I do believe in Dementors.
Absolutely.
I do.
I mean, I mean, in essence, Dementors are the embodiment of all that is painful in life, you know?
Depression being a big one, anxiety. They literally, I believe,
feed on unpleasantness.
Right. I think J.K. Rowling actually did write it with the intention of them kind of representing depression because she was suicidal when she wrote Harry Potter. And I believe that I had read, I don't know. I think that's what I had read because when you're depressed, the personification of depression, when you're depressed, it's so hard to think of that happy memory, and it feels like everything.
Well, and it intensifies all the negative.
Exactly, and
that's what Dementors do.
With that magic being, find one happy memory and allow it to fill you up. Like, think of one thing that can keep you alive. You know what I mean? Assuming you're
right.
You know.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree completely. I believe in Dementors even as far as you can go to say like the black shape in the air.
Oh, I do absolutely. I think that.
I mean,
there are negative entities that feed off of negative energy every day, just like a Dementor. I fully do believe that.
I fully believe. The Marauders map.
Oh yes. Amber, please discuss them.
Love the Marauders map. Okay, so for anybody who doesn't know, which is cool because you're still listening to the Harry Potter episode and you don't know about the Marauders map, we appreciate you. But so the Marauders map shows you where other people are. Can it show you multiple people at once?
Yes.
It shows you like
just pretty much wherever anybody is on the castle.
Right.
In the castle.
So like that's totally a tracer, and outside of the fact that technologically we can absolutely do Marauders map, I believe magically you could put a tracer on a person in some way, shape, or form and keep up with their whereabouts from that standpoint. I think you would have to be very, very powerful, and I do think that it wouldn't just be like the Marauders map. It would be more like you have to put a physical thing that you're connected to in their possession to be able to gain that connection. Now, maybe
like
I'm wrong.
Like a witch's doll.
Yeah, right. Or maybe somebody who's powerful enough just latches onto your energy, like an energy vampire that's not siphoning off of you, just like able to feel you and feel where you're at. Maybe they can only feel where you're at emotionally. Maybe they can't follow you like on the map walking around in your life, but they can follow the map of you walk around in your life.
I hear you.
I like that. I think that's what I believe. Yep.
I like
Also, I love the solemn. I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. I told Maddie I'm so disappointed. All the times I saw one of those mugs on clearance, I never bought it so that I can't in this episode be like, I'm drinking out of my I solemnly swear I'm up to no good mug. So as a compromise, I wore my Define Naughty Christmas sweater. It's the closest I could come to Harry Potter.
So, as for the Patronus Charm and Harry Potter, I do actually
one of the best scenes. Period. Like,
which one?
The Patronus when they're discovering them down in the...
I love that. The Room of Requirement.
Yes.
They're all like trying to figure out Expecto Patronum, you know what I mean?
And Luna's is a bunny rabbit, and it's just so perfect.
And Hermione's is an otter, which I love.
Also perfect. I do love. I love the way it like swims around her. But as you said, Ron's.
I love Ron's.
Classic.
It is. It's
Ron.
Ron.
It is Ron, exactly. It's so perfect. It's a dog that runs around and knocks people over.
So I do believe that the Patronus spell can very well be real. I think absolutely. It's literally calling upon a shield to protect you from something extremely negative, whether it's thoughts, whether it's, an entity or an energy vampire feeding on you.
Yeah.
I love the idea of having a Patronus charm.
Right. Well, and I mean, check out the next episode. Spirit animals, like, they can be something that helps you in your life, protects you in your life. And I very much believe, like, the Patronus, I mean, not everybody had an animal, but the majority had an animal. But that was something that they connected to for the qualities of that animal. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just like, even like Luna and her bunny rabbit, like the way that Luna bounds around through life just like sure of herself, even like, I'm sorry, but Luna, in the last movie where she is heading back to Hogwarts and Harry's like, it's not the same place that you left, and she said, neither am I, and I'm just like, damn, they tortured her in the prison. You just know.
Oh my God, they did. You think they did? Oh,
like
asking for Harry.
Yeah, exactly. Like the way that she's like, I'm not the same person I was when I left Hogwarts either. Like, I can handle myself.
Oh, they tortured the wand guy, and that's why he finally told them. They didn't add in the movie. They didn't add in the movie. But I wish that they did. The Minister of Magic, as much of a fucking asshole as he is, they tortured him with the Cruciatus Curse, and he never revealed where Harry Potter was. Never, until they finally killed him. Fuck yeah. He was an asshole, but that was his redemption right there.
Yep, he was like, this is my fault. I should have listened sooner. I'm not going to sell them out. Damn, go him.
And they didn't put that in the fucking movie.
Well, again, it's like for young adults, kids.
I didn't put a lot in the movie. I understand that. But, like, I do wish that had been at least mentioned because everybody hated him.
Right.
For good reason. Right. And that, to me, that's his redemption.
Yeah, redemption should be.
Which also is like, fuck you, Peter Pettigrew. That motherfucker got tortured for Harry Potter and didn't say where they were, but you're going to sell your friend out because you're a pussy ass?
Right? Yeah, fuck you. I hate Peter Pettigrew.
Me too.
I hate the character. Like, I hate that he's all, like, rat-like. I get it. He was a rat for, like, however many years.
Fuck him.
But
no, he's ratty and, like...
He is. Because he's in Enchanted.
He's Enchanted and he plays a chipmunk. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I definitely believe in Patronuses, or Patroni, however you say that. Okay, so the sword of...
Where did you get Patroni?
Because it's Latin. And
okay.
Patronus, like, so US is the singular, and an I with... a line over it at the end is how you pluralize those in Latin.
I had no idea. Like, you said that, and I was like, where did that come from?
Yeah, just like octopus, octopi.
Octopi, okay, that makes so much sense.
Because Latin. Yeah, and you said all the spells are in Latin, right?
Oh, like yeah.
And that's why I was like, Patronuses sounds weird, especially since I know it's Latin, so I'm like, Patroni? But that also sounds weird, other than the fact that I know that is the proper Latin conjunction.
So something that I do believe is absolutely real in Harry Potter is the power of a mother's love, 100%.
Yeah.
Look, it may not work every time, but as a mother myself...
And I would say that not every mother has the mothering that provides that kind of protection.
As a mother myself, I like to think that if I were to sacrifice myself for my child and someone was still coming after them, that my sacrifice would be powerful enough and my love would be powerful enough for something to happen to stop that.
You know, in a way you could look at it like her love transferred to the living mothers that were able to make an effect, you know, like Mrs. Weasley, Mrs. Malfoy, they both helped Harry survive.
Absolutely.
And it was from that place of a mother's love. And in a way, like, you could think, like, you know, Lily, maybe her spirit either implanted that in them, like, through that same bond of being a loving mother. And I'm not trying to talk shit, guys, don't get me wrong. I just mean, like, there are some mothers that I don't believe they wouldn't have the power within. And that's not to be shitty. Like, we all know somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah. But the Sword of Gryffindor appearing when you need it, I 1,000,000,000% believe it. I mean, in our the episode that released today, so our Wild Hunt episode, I tell a story about how, like, some shit just appeared in front of me that I needed. And it was Santa magic, but I mean, Sword of Gryffindor, same kind of magic, you know what I mean? Like, it appears when you need it. And, like, as
to
a
someone
spiritual
worthy,
person,
to someone great. And I love that. I love
that because, like, that is actually something I've experienced in life. Not the Sword of Gryffindor.
I wish.
But, like, having something appear that is incredibly necessary for me to accomplish a task at the time. Like that's happened to me multiple times in life. Has that ever happened to you where you're like, you have something that like manifests out of almost nowhere?
I love that.
I do because like the Sword of Gryffindor is 1,000,000,000,100 gajillion% real for me.
So how about the Deathly Hallows?
I believe. So when we say the Deathly Hallows, so I don't know that I believe these three things together make you a master over death, but I do believe in magical objects that are attached to each other and when put in the same use do enhance the power. Does that make sense?
I totally feel you. I do think that there is. I'm gonna be that bitch and make people say, "Oh my God, Maddie and Amber are crazy," but I think an invisibility cloak could very well be real, and it's probably a part of the Fae.
Yes, exactly. Yep. In Shaden, the Fae can make clothing out of shadows.
Yep.
So if you're cloaked in shadow, isn't that invisibility to everybody else's eye?
Exactly. Now, what do you think about the Elder Wand now?
I think I more believe in the Resurrection Stone than the Elder Wand. Like, not that I don't believe there could be a wand made out of elder wood, but what I mean is, like, the Elder Wand, like, it's like the most powerful wand. Like, if Harry hadn't snapped it in half, like, he would have had power over anything, right?
So, yes. But, like, for me, which also really sucks because in the book, before he snapped it in half, he fixed his original broken wand because it was the only thing that could. And then he snapped it in half, which I really loved.
That is cute. I like that.
I don't think it's the wand. I think it's the witch or the wizard. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes, exactly. Same. I feel like the wand is a tool, but I don't think it could be like that's why I say, like, I believe in the Resurrection Stone more than I believe in the wand. Like, I believe in something that allows you to see your old loved ones. I mean, I do believe in that. But I also
maybe not necessarily bring them back to life, but allows you to see or communicate with them. Right. Which makes me wonder, it's just a tool of divination.
Right, exactly.
Like a pendulum.
Right, or a crystal that, like, you use with your third eye. So that you can see. Because that's where I was going to go is, like, I believe that, like something like the Resurrection Stone could allow you to amplify, you know, those gifts to be able to communicate with your loved ones. So then I guess the last thing we really want to talk about, I think, are the Horcruxes.
Yes, but before we get to that, I'm sorry, I just want to mention McGonagall's spell in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 when she calls upon...
Oh my God, yes, thank you for... It's from real folklore in Europe.
What the fuck do you think gargoyles are?
Well, yeah, but also there's real English folklore about... witches getting together. Okay, so there's English folklore that actually possibly helped save the world in World War II. So the English folklore is that there was an army created of, like, statue soldiers.
Oh shit! The Chinese, the Asian guy too.
Yeah, and those too. Right, exactly. I was gonna bring those up. I meant to, like, jot it down while I was watching the movie, but I did not take notes while I was watching the movie. So. Props to you, like, movie podcasters that, like, actually take notes the whole time you're watching the movie, because I don't do that. Yeah.
Me either.
But anyway, so English folklore, there was a king that had these, like, not real soldiers created to protect the kingdom whenever he wanted to call upon them, right? And so because of that folklore existing, in England, in World War II, there was a great mass get-together of all the New Age and witchy and pagan people in England that literally put all of their energy together into trying to resurrect that energy into beating Hitler. And they probably did energetically help sway the tide of the war because Hitler lost a battle in England that everybody was sure he wouldn't lose. And witches saved the world in World War II, y'all. Also, night witches from Russia, they fucking tore Nazis apart. And, like, the Axis of Evil, the Allies Allied soldiers to help save the world too. I'm not trying to take anything away. Like, both of my grandfathers fought in D-Day. I'm not trying to take anything away from the soldiers. I give them the greatest respect. But look it up. You can find, it's a real thing. It's a factual thing. Like, there were witches that were actively putting energy toward defeating Hitler. Mm-hmm. And then the Allies, like, won some battle that, like, was unexpected to be won.
Huh, that's crazy.
Like, the second McGonagall did that spell, I was like, that's where that is what Rowling is referencing. But, like, in China, is it China or Japan? There's the clay soldiers.
I just said Asia. Because I'm not entirely sure.
I'm not entirely sure either, but, like, they were found underground, right?
Right,
there were thousands of them.
Can you imagine?
And they're all individual.
Like, they were found by this guy walking and he fell in a fucking hole. Can you imagine? I would lose
I would shit myself.
Shit. What if you were tripping?
Oh, yeah, I would. Lots of things. Bad. Yeah, that would be weird. Oh, I don't know. Like, this could go many different ways if you're tripping. Because, like, you might just be having, like, your own little rave down there with all these, like, clay soldiers until you sober up. And then you're like, where did everybody go? Like, what's up with all the statues?
Oh, my God.
I mean, it just depends. I could go all sorts of ways. It could go really badly and you think they're attacking you. And, like, what I love about those clay soldiers is they're all individual. Like, they have, like, different faces and, like, their arms are different.
Oh, yeah. And it's almost as if each soldier carved themselves.
Yes, exactly. Or, like, they're literally the replication of an actual army.
Because they're all different.
Also, I feel like I did hear some lore that, like, they are a replication of an actual army that the Emperor then slaughtered so that the energy of those people would go into those, but I don't know how true that is.
I don't know.
But I believe
I do believe in McGonagall's spell, though.
Yeah,
I definitely
awesome.
think
it's based on real folklore.
Folklore. Oh my God, as I say that out loud, not to sound fucking crazy again, I'm gonna need that spell, because, like, Mama needs some protection outside of her house. Damn, like, not to sound all crazy.
Yeah, get you a gator. I got gators.
I have a little gnome. He's
I like my gator
I need
protection.
to give him another, like, little friend. I love having a gnome on either side because they remind me very much of the two little guys from Alice in Wonderland.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
I do. Yeah. I've got two gators at the front door, one on either side. El Jefe, so king, and Lysander, because Shakespeare. I love Shakespeare. And then Wally
So you think they can come like the ones from McGonagall's spell?
Absolutely. I think they would bite somebody with ill intentions coming up on my porch. That person might not know what they felt, but I think my gators would bite them. Yes.
I love that.
I do.
love it.
I do. And, like, Wally Gator and Alligator. Yeah. I need more gators.
So what was the thing that you wanted to mention before we got off here? What was
Horcruxes.
it? Oh, Horcruxes. Yes.
Yes, I know you wanted, and I wanted. So Horcruxes.
I do believe that they're real. I do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%.
So so you believe they're real from the standpoint of you can put your energy into a thing so that you live on even when you're not there, right?
Yes, maybe not.
Do you believe that those things can come back together and allow you to live again? Because am I misunderstanding how, like, the fact that those things still exist is why Voldemort's still alive, right?
Yeah, okay, so Voldemort was still broken but alive because of the Horcruxes, yes. What brought him back to a physical body
was when Peter Pettigrew did the spell with the cauldron and he put Harry's blood in.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so every time you see Voldemort prior to him coming out of the cauldron, you are seeing a spirit type of thing. Okay, and then with the one teacher, the second teacher,
he was possessing him as a spirit.
And, he was in the back of his head, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because, like, when he took the turban off, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think, I don't think you can come into a physical body, just me personally, I don't. But I definitely think that you can keep yourself alive, quote unquote, spiritually, with different Horcruxes. I don't think you can be reborn. And
so, do you think, you know what? Like, so that makes me think, like, okay,
maybe reincarnation.
Well, and okay, fair enough. But I was thinking more of, like, okay, so, like, the ancestral cauldron you have, or the broom that Corey brought me from that I got from Grandma. from his grandma. You know, there's every time I look at that broom, I think of her, and I tell people about that cool ass broom that Corey's grandma had gotten and nobody else wanted, and so I scored that bomb ass fucking awesome. It's like got a twisty handle. It's so fucking cool.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. It hangs above my fireplace. But like, her memory is alive with that object because we give it that energy. Do you think that a Horcrux, like on this side of the wizarding world, would work in that in a similar way, like your ancestral cauldron, like that your grandmother gave you? Like, do you feel like there's a piece of her with it?
Yes, but not in a evil way.
Yeah. Okay. So
are
are Horcruxes only evil? I guess they are because they are talked about like in that, like because when the guy, because I mentioned the memory thing earlier, the one guy that told Tom Riddle about Horcruxes was like, what, when in his fake memory, why would you speak about that shit to me? Oh my God, get the fuck out.
So
sorry, it was just like over the top. It was great.
Horcruxes, and here's where I think the difference is. Okay. Horcruxes are created when an unspeakable act, a murder of an innocent, is killed, or something. You do something so dark to an innocent, and when I hear an innocent, the only thing I can think is baby or child, though J.K. Rowling has never confirmed that, but what else would be innocent?
I think somebody with a pure heart would be innocent.
Maybe.
Like, you know, like somebody who, like, you're in a duel and you kill somebody, maybe they're not innocent because they were willingly fighting you, but somebody who is protecting their baby, hasn't harmed you in any way, and only intends to keep you from killing people, like they're an innocent, I think. You know what I mean? Even if they've done things like had premarital sex or smoked pot or smoked cigarettes when they shouldn't have, you know? Like, I still think of that kind of a person as an innocent in that descriptor.
When you murder someone or something like that so bad, not just murder, but do something so bad, again, J.K. Rowling won't release how to do it, it's so horrible it splits your soul. It literally splits your soul. So I think the difference between a Horcrux and a sort of memory attachment to another item is it's happiness. You remember them because of the joy they brought you, or you remember them.
Well, yeah, and that, you know, that's, I was forgetting that a Horcrux has to be created by splitting your soul. That was that part, because it's just, I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about like your soul being embodied in a physical object, you know? So I still believe that it's possible, but I like it less now when I think about that.
Split
I forget that part, but
soul.
I don't know. What do you guys think about Harry Potter? Are you Harry Potter fans? What, you know, do you like Quidditch? Do you own a mug that says, "I solemnly swear I'm up to no good"?
Or a wand.
Have you ever been to the Wizarding World? And do you want to take us? Let us know in the comments.
If you are watching us on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. We are still 19 away as of today from our goal. Yeah, help a witch out.
Yeah.
Check us out on Instagram at Witches Talking Tarot.
And Twitter at Classiest Witches. Hit us up on Patreon. If you are interested in supporting the show.
Hey, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa. We heart you. And as mentioned at the beginning of this episode, I'm going to start working on a Christmas present for you that we started a behind the scenes thing of and then deleted it because we want it to be a surprise. So thanks for coming to sit with us this spell.